So this is my current bedroom. It's super empty and quite literally falling apart. My skirting board! Which is why over the course of this video, I'm going to build it into the most aesthetically pleasing ultimate dream gaming bedroom built with the most groundbreaking tech that you've ever seen. You see, the room wasn't always like this. And it actually looked like this. So you're probably wondering what happened. Well, I had to take apart my entire room. Because the next day, I was going to move out into my own house.
Time to go.
After packing all of my stuff, we arrived at the house. And it was going great. Until it wasn't.
No, I do, because I'm moving back in. Yep.
Long story short, I got some bad news. That meant I would have to move back in with my parents.
So I'm back in this room basically for good.
And now that I'm back, I'm going to turn this room into my dream bedroom in just 7 days. So after spending 3 hours reversing all the damage, we were ready to buy stuff for the room. So we took a 3-hour drive to IKEA to get the supplies we needed.
Shout out to my mom. She's amazing. I love her so much. Here we go.
While I was in IKEA, I got a ton of inspiration for how I was going to build my room and change it into something truly incredible. We successfully bought a new shelf, drawers, and an entire desk for the room. Things were going great. But of course we couldn't just leave without trying the world-famous IKEA meatballs. And it was time for us to check out so we could get back to the room.
Go! All the stuff for the room. Yeah, no, this better fit in the car. Let's go home.
Now, since the plan is to paint the entire room gray, I also picked up some paint supplies to prepare us for day 2. A week before filming, I was looking for a new bed, which was when I saw the X-Rocker Nebula gaming bed.
Oh my god.
And after seeing how awesome this bed is, I knew I had to buy it. Oh wait, it literally cost $5,000? Good thing I put every penny back into these videos.
Oh, I really hope that was truly worth it.
And on the morning of day 2, the bed arrived. And immediately, I and even the drivers couldn't believe how many packages there were.
How do I even get these boxes inside? Dude,
this is crazy.
And now, it's time to paint the room. So I removed my old IKEA shelf and got to work.
I broke something. Oh wait, the camera, no! Hopefully I have enough paint. Otherwise we have a problem.
Also, I was scared that painting this room would take ages because it's literally already day 2.
Okay, not gonna lie.
I actually really like the way this color is turning out.
Now, despite my best efforts painting this entire room, it literally took all of day 2 to get it done.
Currently day 3 of doing this room.
Day 3, I also painted these storage units that came with the room.
Tons of stuff arrived for the room today, and I can't wait to show you guys. It's insane.
Now, before finishing all the painting, I wanted to make this really cool geometric design on the door. And of course, my goofy ass wanted to try this, despite knowing fully I would probably make it look kind of goofy.
What does our door design look like? Okay, for my first time doing this...
Okay, admittingly, I could have done a better job. But with our painting done, it was time to take the room to the next level.
A few days ago, I bought these wood veneer panels, and I've used them before, and they look really, really good in setups.
Now, my plan is to put a bunch of these on both sides of the room. I just hope it actually works. So I took my measurements and got to work cutting the wood panels to size. And then the time came to attach them to the walls.
Yeah, putting these up on my own is not going to be easy.
So I grabbed this thing called a laser level, which will help me make sure it's level with the wall, as well as our strongest adhesive glue, so we can get to work attaching these panels onto the wall.
This will definitely not go wrong! Oh, come on. No! Please! This is not working!
But eventually I figured it out.
Let's go!
And after installing these wall panels, you can really see the room coming together.
This looks so good. I seriously love the way this room is starting to look now.
But it's now time to build some of our IKEA furniture. starting with our gaming desk.
That's insane.
Somehow I'm still really bad at building IKEA furniture, but it was also 3 a.m. at this point, and I was beyond exhausted. With both drawers built, we now have a gaming desk.
I kid you not, that took me over 4.5 hours to build. Almost 4 a.m. Look at that. Honestly, I'm really happy with how it looks. We have a ton of storage in these drawers, which is great for my ideal gaming bedroom.
Honestly, not a bad way of ending off day 3.
Good morning. So it is the next day. I spent all last night building this desk, and to be honest, it looks pretty good.
So later on, we'll add a PC, monitor, and some peripherals.
But now it's time to add the next part to our setup, which is the chair.
So I got my current chair from IKEA like 4 years ago, and let's just say it's not great.
But to be real with you guys, it was never really that comfortable anyway.
And just to make matters worse, it's got paint literally all over it.
I got a good 4 years out of this chair, and I really should just get a new one.
So I began looking for a chair to buy, and I was having a pretty hard time. Until I got an email from Sihu offering to supply me with one of their best office chairs. Obviously, I could not say no.
So Sihu kindly reached out and sent over one of the highest end office chairs just for this video. So this is the Sihu M18 ergonomic chair.
Literally everyone I know says this chair is incredible.
So we're gonna find out if they're right. So I decided to go with a color that would match my room.
Oh, I can tell this is gonna be good.
Picking up these parts, I could really tell that these materials they've used are super high quality. And putting this chair together was actually really easy, thanks to the simple instructions included.
Oh my god, I still don't screw and it really hurt. Oh! And yeah, this chair just looks incredible and super duper clean.
But this chair is also a masterpiece in engineering. It features an intuitive dual adjustable lumbar support to address back pain and provide comfort. Straightforward height adjustable armrests, which is something my old chair just didn't have whatsoever. The Sihu M18 does not get uncomfortable at all, allowing me to actually relax and focus more on the games I'm playing. Also, the W-shaped cushion pads provide cool airflow, so when you're sitting, it doesn't get excruciatingly warm.
Did I mention this thing comes with a 3-year warranty? The Sihu M18 is generally it. This video wouldn't have been possible without them, so please show them some love, guys. We have a lot more to do in the room, so let's keep on going.
My dad actually offered to help install my IKEA shelf, and he also, without asking, took apart my old bed. Honestly, huge shout out to my dad, but unfortunately, I didn't make any more progress on day 4, and it was now day 5.
This is a new shelf that I picked up from IKEA. I thought it would be a really cool idea to put LED tape underneath this shelf. And because you can't see the LED tape, because this whole bit sticks out,
it should hopefully create this really cool hidden light source effect. Now, although I didn't buy any RGB tape for this video, I found one that wasn't sticky anymore, but it actually still worked.
These are good LEDs. Please, please. Hey, let's go!
Only problem, it was not sticky.
Oh no!
But eventually, like always, I figured out a solution and we had just enough tape to cover the shelf.
3, 2, 1. Oh!
Yeah, honestly, this looks really, really, really good. But I can't wait to see what the rest of the lighting in the room looks like. And that's when our first custom neon sign arrived. And I thought it would go really well next to our shelf RGB. I've never owned a custom neon sign before, so let's see what it looks like.
Why is it not turning on? Oh! Oh my gosh! Dude, that's insane! That is actually insane! And this isn't the only neon sign I bought.
But our gaming setup right now is still looking kind of plain. So I bought a lot of stuff to build an insane gaming setup.
This is more than enough stuff
to keep me busy building the gaming setup throughout the night. Starting off with our wall design, I wanted to reuse my old Govy glides from my old bedroom setup.
So I was thinking about doing this cool design above my desk. Like, imagine this, but like, there. Yo!
Attaching this light really wasn't easy. I literally had one chance to get it right, but hey.
Now our bedroom setup looks nice, but I know something we can do to take things to the next level. I call it the Leaning Tower of Hexagonal Acoustic Panels. The cool thing about these is that they're self-adhesive. So that is what we're gonna do now. We're gonna stick them onto the wall and hopefully it goes well.
After moving my desk out the way, one by one, I carefully added the hexagonal panels, which if done right will make our setup look like something out of the future.
Guys, I ran out of these.
Which sucks because we literally only needed a few more. So for now, let's add some lighting to our setup. Starting with this desk RGB strip, I can't recommend enough.
And go.
Oh! It actually looks better than I thought it would look.
We've literally only added hexagons and a couple of lights, and this setup already looks insane.
Last night we made a ton of progress on the setup, but this side of my wall still looks really plain. Luckily, I have a plan.
So it turns out I have these spaceship-looking 3D wall panels just lying around.
The only problem is that they don't fit against the wall, which means I'm gonna have to cut them, which I don't really know how.
So after taking measurements, I tried and failed multiple times just trying to cut the panels, and trust me, I tried everything until I finally found the right tool, which was when we started making some actual insane progress.
Oh
my gosh.
And I finally managed to finish the hexagon wall, while also creating some other designs too. And this is what the setup looks like with all of our wall paneling complete. It's pretty cool. Also, I'm trying to hit 500,000 subscribers. So if you're enjoying this video, please subscribe so we can actually hit it.
But before we bring the PC and build our setup,
It's time to install the rest of the room's RGB, starting off with the best RGB strips you've ever seen. Now I decided to fit them inside of each of the wood panels to create this really epic lighting effect. But little did I know just how amazing this was going to look.
So right now, the only light powering my room is that dome light over there. But if I go ahead and turn it off, it gets pretty dark in here. So let's turn on our new RGB lights. Go. Oh my god! Oh my gosh, it looks amazing. A little bit of lighting can completely transform a room.
But as you guys can see, it is now day 7 and we still have a lot to do in this room.
So once I build the bed, it will basically be here. But if you guys look closely at the wall the bed is going against,
You'll notice this giant ugly trunking that goes across the entire wall.
so my idea is that because this thing sticks out, we could make this whole thing look intentional by running an RGB strip across the entire thing. Oh, the switch wasn't on. Oh, shoot!
Yeah, not going to lie, that looks absolutely sick.
We did a good job. That looks amazing.
I also mounted these detachable tube lights onto the walls.
I don't know what to say. These just look really cool. Very impressed with how this turned out.
Now, it's always been my dream to turn our YouTube channel logo into a custom neon sign. So a couple weeks ago, before starting this video, I reached out to this company and I got a quote to figure out just how much it would cost to have a neon sign built for me. I was committed, and earlier today, it had arrived. So let's check it out.
Oh, okay, wow. Oh my god. Oh my gosh.
But then I noticed something.
No. You've actually got to be kidding me. It's got a giant crack in it.
I was heartbroken, but thankfully it still worked.
Just a shame that it's slightly broken.
Now, despite the sign being slightly broken, I wanted to take the risk and put it up anyways, which was going great until it started to literally fall off. But after changing the fittings, it was on for good, and all that was left to do was turn it on.
This is so much better than I could have ever imagined.
But we still have a lot more to add to the room.
Bringing our attention back to the setup, it is time to add our gaming PC, monitor, and some peripherals to our setup. So underneath all of this rubbish is our gaming PC. This is gonna be the gaming PC.
A PC entirely dedicated to high-resolution gaming. And this thing has some pretty good specs, but it did set me back around $1,500.
It's a very clean PC.
As long as you ignore my horrible attempt of any cable management in this thing.
Next up, we have our mouse pad,
In which I went for this Japanese cherry blossom design,
in all my previous setups there's been way too many cables.
which is why I went for the wireless Glorious Model 02.
And this is the keyboard I'm gonna be using.
Okay, I'll admit I've had this keyboard for like 4 years, but I like it and it still works, it's great. We also have a 240Hz 1440p monitor.
Oh, that's not gonna fit well. This could go horribly wrong.
And with our monitor installed, the setup was looking great, but it was still missing a couple of really important things.
Starting with these. Now, these aren't just any old speakers. These are some of the best speakers you can get. Now, I did order these in white. Hopefully, they're in white. These are like really serious professional speakers.
And by adding stands underneath them to position them, they will look and sound even better.
Oh, yeah.
And with everything plugged into our setup, it was time for me to do all the cable management, working tirelessly throughout the entire night to hide every single cable.
Just when I thought we were done building the setup, Nanoleaf hit us up and sent over one of the most incredible gaming lights that they've ever made.
Now these lights are super customizable and you can make whatever shape. So I made one that fit perfectly above the setup. And with this thing just on the floor, the entire room was literally lighting up. I also only had one chance to attach this light perfectly on the wall.
And oh my gosh, does that look amazing.
I was actually really worried that this wasn't going to stay on the wall. Hopefully I'm not foreshadowing.
And I kid you not, 43 seconds later, it was literally falling off. I ended up super gluing it to the wall, which actually fixed the issue. Honestly, waiting for this light to arrive last minute was definitely worth it. But to take things one step further, I did another installation.
Oh, dude, that looks awesome.
And after fully completing our gaming setup, after 5 days of waiting, it's finally time to build the craziest gaming bed. But so far throughout the video, nothing seriously has gone wrong. So I was a bit nervous to build the bed.
I can't wait to sleep on an actual bed and not the floor for the first time in 5 days. It is gonna be great.
Installing this bed literally requires 2 people. I ended up asking my dad if he wanted to help me build the bed. And guys, I just want to give a shout out to my dad real quick. My dad, no matter what, literally puts down everything to help me with these room transformations. And seriously, I could not do any of this without him. So dad, thank you so much. But as you can see, there are a lot of packages to unbox, so we got to work, unboxing the entirety of this gaming bed. Everything was going great until my biggest fear came true.
Well, Ben, first breakage.
Oh, dude, when I heard that,
Yeah, it's nothing drastic.
when my dad says nothing drastic, things are bad, okay?
There. No. Smashed. Yeah, and this one.
No! Oh my...
I don't know if it's worth assembling anymore, but I think you assemble it tomorrow night after you've spoken to their customer service. They might say they'll come back and exchange this whole bit. I'm not fitting it all together.
We can't build the bed.
No.
This was truly heartbreaking. I had no choice but to wait till the next morning to get in contact with Dream Support. So the next day I got in contact with their support, explained everything, and they were very understanding, agreeing to send a replacement after the video.
Obviously, yesterday we had some bad news. Big shout out to Dreams though, we should be able to build the bed.
This room has been a ton of work, but I can't wait to see it finished.
So before taking another shot at building the bed, I put together the drawers from IKEA.
So sturdy.
And with the drawers built, it's time for us to actually build the bed. And what could go wrong? This time building the bed was actually going really smoothly. And once we had built the bed, all that was left to do was completely finalize the room, finishing with some final wall decorations and some last minute touches.
Oh yeah, this looks awesome. Okay guys, the room is now complete. It was a lot of hard work, but I think it's time to show you guys the end result. Okay, all the lights should be on. I think we need to see what it looks like. Here we go. Oh my gosh! Whoa! Oh, wow. Oh my gosh! This is crazy! There are so many lights. Oh my gosh, look at the setup. That is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. This is the ultimate immersive lighting experience. Yeah, not going to lie, this is definitely my most favorite setup yet. And then you have this whole area over here. Oh, and look at this. My channel logo is so beautiful. It's so bright. This bed might just be the coolest part of the room. And even the bed literally has RGB built into it. That is so unnecessary. But of course, guys, this bed does a lot more than just RGB. For $3,000, you bet this bed comes with a ton of different features. So this bed actually comes with a motorized system inside of it that you can use to basically adjust the way you sleep, and it's actually really crazy. Whoa! How far does it go?
And of course, the TV literally comes out of the bed. And of course, my parents wanted to try the bed.
So weird. Can I sleep in here tonight?
No. They won't leave.
Yeah.
Sleep
Good
on the
night.
floor, Ben.
Honestly, I'm really proud of how this room turned out. And check out the next video similar to this one. And subscribe so we can hit 500,000.
Oh, come on.